Okay, so I built this bar. It's the wrong bar because I set out to build like a hybrid comp traditional bull bar thing. Apparently, you can't do both, or at least I can't do both, because no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't make it look the way that I wanted it to look. But the way that I wanted it to look was imaginary. So we got this. But I'm going to say this though. What's that saying? Low key. Low key. I actually love it. Like I do. I like actually really, really dig this thing. Like as a comp bar, like it works. Obviously, the crappy camera is going to give you a weird fisheye look, which is never flattering for a bull bar. But I'll tell you right now, I dig this thing hard. So I'm stoked. But the thing was that I just wanted this thing to look, I wanted it to perform, not the bar. I mean, yes, the bar, but also just the vehicle. What I'm going for with this thing is still a very, very functional ute. You know, ute is short for utility. So, you know, go get firewood, haul parts, blah, 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 all that stuff. But still be like a, you know, a car that you can run down the highway and smack into animals and push trees down and all those sort of things that normal bull bars are good for. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do? Built this comp bar. It's not really actually what I wanted. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm just going to buy one from ARB. But even though you can still get them for the GQs, they actually haven't updated the design at all. So the 80 series got an update in that they deleted the roller fairlead bracketry. Obviously you can understand that because there's a pretty big market in the US for 80 series stuff from ARB, but they haven't with the GQ. So essentially I'd be paying $2,400 for a bull bar that I'd want to modify straight away, cut that roller fairlead thing off, or just leave it on there. And I don't know if I want to leave it on there. But then again, it's the other thing, is just like they can't, from ARB, they only do the deluxe winch bar. So they don't do the high mount bar anymore, and they don't do the non-winch bar, because alternatively, I'd like just buy a high mount bar, even though they do stick out a bit too far, but I just buy a high mount bar and go back to like standard width drum, no plus 76. But, or just buy a factory bar, like a, not a factory bar, a non-winch bar, and modify that. So yeah, $2,400 to modify something in any guards. Basically, unless I'm going to buy one, put a low mount in it, which I don't want to do, $2,400 for a new bar plus modifying it, or run a low mount. And I know what you're saying. It's like, well, why don't you just make a normal, like, you know, hooped bar with like a hoop and a 3 hoop bar. It's real simple. I fucking hate them. I reckon they look fucking atrocious. They're just terrible looking to me. And, not terrible. They're just, all right. It's like this. Most of them look terrible. In the fact that the radiuses are always wrong, so they try and mess with perspective to try and make them look right and everything like that. But it doesn't properly work. So yeah, I'm just not into that. So if I couldn't make what I wanted to make work, then it was just turn it into a like tube bar, comp bar thing. So anyway, am I going to buy an ARB bull bar and put this on something else? What else could I put it on? It's almost like there's another TD42 just idling somewhere in the yard in the background that I didn't own until a few weeks ago. Maybe I'll put this bull bar on that car. For someone who doesn't really get into TD42s, I seem to be accumulating a few TD42s. But anyway, I built the wrong bar, but I really love it. So I gotta fit it out, get the winch on there, a few other bits and pieces, make that work, and that'll probably be the next time I make a video. Bye.